Let's talk about launching your business. This is a really, really big deal, and it's very, very exciting. When I was a photographer, we looked for every way we could to basically have a party or kind of some new announcement or launch or get together. I remember when we opened our photography studio, we weren't opening our business, but it was almost like a relaunch. And we made a really big deal out of it. We made nice invitations. We planned out snacks. We just made it, we decorated it a certain way. We had a DJ, and we made it the place to be. We asked for all of our friends, everybody that we knew in our network, people that would refer us. We invited them all to come to this studio opening. So it's like a launch party. And they came and they supported us, and it was our chance to really kind of show off a little bit. And by that, I mean, we got to say, this is who we are. This is what we're about. This is our brand. This is what we can do. Because honestly, until you kind of get a chance to say that and people to really see that about you, they just assume things, or they ignore you. You're just obscure. They just ignore you. So launching your business is a really big way to kind of decide who do you want to tell about what you're doing right off the bat, and who do you want to be. Now, I don't want to scare anybody. I definitely didn't launch my coaching business with some big studio party. When I decided to coach, it really was like a 4-hour decision that went from, I'm just going to get fit and healthy in a challenge group with a challenge pack, whatever the Shakeology stuff is, I'll cancel it in 30 days, to, wow, I see the potential in how this business works. I think this would be good for me. Yes, I'm going to do it, and making a post, a social media post. So I'm going to show you different ways you can do it. Obviously, I have been able to be successful. But if you know right off the bat, like, this is something you want to do, you want to commit to, you really want to build this business, you might want to look at something bigger. Or if you're looking at this training after it's been a while since you announced that you're a coach and launched your business, but you want to relaunch, you could look at these too. So here are the 4 main ways that myself and some of our team, I'm going to give Helen on our team a lot of credit for coming up with 3 of these, and then one of them was recommended by another coach. So basically, not looking at it as a one-size-fits-all. My washer's being really loud if you can hear it. Here's 4 different ways to view your launch. You could launch as the buddy, as the raving fan, the transformation specialist, or as the expert. So let's look at them each. The buddy method, that's going to be good for somebody that's brand new to health and fitness, or a coach maybe with low self-confidence or a lot of fear and self-doubt. Could be good for coaches that think this might be more of a hobby to keep them accountable or make a little extra cash, that they're in it for the community and fun. And honestly, that was me. I wasn't brand new to health and fitness. I was very much into it my whole life, but, well, I shouldn't say my whole life. The first 22 years of my life, but then after that, when I was a photographer, that is not how people knew me at all. And so it was kind of brand new to them that I was back on the health and fitness train. And I definitely didn't have I had a lot of confidence, but not oh, I'm going to be the top in this company or anything like that. And it was more of a hobby, something to keep me accountable. I had very low goals. So here's some ideas. That sounds like you. I'm just letting you know, not a bad place to be at all. And the buddy approach is basically kind of saying, who wants to do this with me? I want a buddy. I want somebody to do this with me. Or it can actually be, at the same time, finding someone in your life, a family member, could be a spouse, could be a friend, and saying, hey, I'm going to do this program, nutrition, fitness, will you do it with me? And then using them not only as your extra accountability in your life and helping them you become their coach, but also using it when you're sharing your journey in social media or in person. The buddy story is very strong. It's a lot stronger to see 2 people committing to something than just one person. So here's some ideas to launch. Social media, you can tell your why, and casually invite others to join you. So this is what I did. I just did a post on social media. I actually showed a picture of my coach and her transformation. I'm not sure that's the best idea, but it was my why. I was like, this is why I'm doing this. Look at my friend's results. Like I've been watching her for so long, and I'm ready to do that. That's why I'm doing this. And I would love if somebody did this with me. I'm going to be like kind of keeping people extra accountable. That was my why. And I said, who wants to buddy up with me? And I got a couple people that did want a buddy. And like I said, find a buddy right away and include them in a lot of your posts. This would be, honestly, this would be really a spouse relationship is great for that, because people love to see that connection between a spouse. But also a friend or a sister, because people think of, going stroller walking, power walking with a buddy, or going to the gym with a buddy. But what they don't see about that whole relationship is it fizzles out most of the time. Like, it's not like, 10 years we've been meeting at the gym 5 to 6 days a week, hitting it strong all the time. That's just not real. And yet that's the real story we see. So kind of reframing how we're doing these on the go, mobily at our house, but using Beachbody On Demand, how we can still have that buddy relationship. But instead of like, it's not just like, we're alone in this dark room working out. That's our only option. Another idea is you could put together a free local meetup, or if you're a teacher, something after school. If you are a mom of a little, it could be right after preschool drop off for people or with the kids, and just invite people to work out. If you're part of some type of like MOPS, that's a mother of preschoolers organization, you could invite the people there, just whoever just say like, hey, I'm putting together like a workout, a free workout. Do you want to come? If you have Beachbody On Demand, like, of course you'll have it. If you have a way for it to show it wherever you're going to do the workout, you can stream it there and you just all do it from the screen, or you can just write down some workout moves and I can help you with that, or your coach can help you with that, and you can do it together. But it's that buddy system, and then sharing that buddy story. Look, we all got together. We did some moves from 22-minute hardcore, or from the program that I'm currently working on at home. And then another idea is a free Facebook community group. So you're sharing your buddy story, and you can say like, I'm committing to this program. If anybody wants to commit with me, let me know and I'll tell you what I'm doing. But otherwise, I've also decided to start a free Facebook community group, just for people that are doing whatever workout, whatever nutrition, that just need a little extra support. We can all like be there for each other, share recipes, that kind of stuff. Here's the link to do that. The next type of person or coach that might launch their business, way to launch, is as a raving fan. And so this is really good for coaches that are enthused by the results that they've already gotten from our tools. So they've used the tools and they've gotten amazing results. And so now they're launching their business and they're like, this only makes sense. I've been doing this. I did it for me and it works so well that now I'm passionate about it. And although I didn't launch my business like this, I kind of became that raving fan pretty quickly once I got like really, really good results. And I was like, you guys, this is amazing. Everybody has to do it. This is also good for coaches that don't have a ton of health and fitness knowledge, and they don't feel like they can necessarily be an expert in it, but they're really passionate about, like, they want to talk about nutrition and fitness and the tools, but they don't necessarily feel like they can position themselves as an expert now. And then also coaches that already have a good network of people that trust them and take their suggestions. So like if you're already posting on social media and you say something like, wow, I found this great, new type of like baby carrier. It's so great. I love it. And people are asking, where'd you get it? Or what do you do? People ask you questions about what you're already doing. This is going to be natural for your audience to hear from you if you're already somebody that's raving about new recipes, new, different products, different things, very just a sharer. This is going to be natural for you. Some ideas for the raving fan to launch are a social media post. So you could just subtly leak out products into your social media as you use them in your daily life. If you're already doing this, if you're already a raving fan, you have been in the past an influencer, if you will, then this would be a really natural fit. And you don't have to necessarily say like, ta-da, I'm a coach, everything I say must be tied to Beachbody it now. It could be a little bit more subtle, where it's like you start kind of a soft launch, like a pre-launch, where you start to just talk, show more of your workouts. Maybe you show your before and after. A before and after would be a really, really strong way for a raving fan, because they've probably gotten some results, or they could at least say like, here's me 6 months ago. I was feeling down and out, whatever. And then here's me now. What you don't know is that for the last 6 months, I've been working with a coach on my nutrition and fitness. And, I didn't share it because it just was very personal and vulnerable, but I can't believe how much it's changed my life. I'm obsessed. I'm totally obsessed. I'm going to be doing more sharing of my journey from now on. If you'd like more information about what I've been doing, or if you'd like to join me, let me know. So it's still kind of soft, but like really strong if you put a before and after picture. Share your why you are starting your journey or upping your game. So again, just like, this is why I'm upping my game. This is why I've decided to coach. It's because it is good for me. Like or because I've never had results like this, or I've never had something I've stuck to, and I really want to help more people with this. I wish somebody would have helped me. That's a why that goes a long way. Another is a sneak peek or party to help educate people on our tools. And I'm going to talk about this at the end, because I actually think it's a great idea for almost all of these different types. But basically it'd be like a Facebook group. We also could run it on Instagram, or really any different way, but just as a way to educate people on what you've actually been doing, so they don't have to directly ask you. And then again, a free a free local meetup or after school workout, friends over to work out. Start talking about what you've been doing and the products you've been using, the tools, and then, ask people over and, it's like, hey, do you guys want to do the workout that I've been doing? I really want to share it with you. And you say things like that, like confident words. I'm ready. I want to share what I've been doing. So I'm going to be hosting a free meetup where we're going to be doing one of the workouts that I've been doing that got me the results from those before and after. I want to really share with you all how I've been eating these past, 4 weeks that have really gotten me results. So I'm going to be doing like a little demonstration or like a cooking party or something like that. So something like that just feels like a really familiar get together where you're also exposing them and just showing them, like sharing what you've been doing, but in person. The next is launching your business as a transformation specialist. This is good for gutsier coaches with a kind of a watch me mentality. Coaches willing to be vulnerable and share weekly progress photos. So they're not so afraid of, what if progress photo from week 1 and week 2 don't look that different? They're also like, heck yes, I'm going to be totally accountable. I am sticking with the nutrition and the fitness, all of it. So I will see change. I believe I will see change no matter what that if it's slow or fast. And it's great for coaches that find joy in going all in and inspiring others. This isn't for everybody. I find it's really powerful though. And it's kind of like saying you're not the expert. You're not trying to train people. You're not trying to teach them everything, but you are willing to basically be a professional tester of our tools and our programs. And you start with one, you say, this is day 1. You don't have to say like, it's a Beachbody program, insanity. You could say, this is day 1. It's an agility, high intensity interval training program. It's an hour long. I'm really, really excited. I'm also very scared. Here's to before pictures and And then you show like what you're eating, you show little like behind the scenes so people really get a feel. You're slowly educating them just by sharing your life, and then you've got those progress pictures every week. This is also something I did when I launched my business. Again, not having any training, I just felt right. I was very passionate, and in those transformations from week 1 to week 2, week 3, like they're very, very powerful. So no matter what category you're going to put yourself in, please, like know that all of these, you can do all of these. You can get a buddy, like have buddy stories. You should be doing the transformations, but it's kind of a little bit more serious, like as you go in these different things. Ideas to launch. Again, social media. This is what we've always done in the past as coaches. It's just a social media post. But here's the thing is that when I started as a coach in 2014, social media, everybody saw every post that I did. Everything. Now, like the only people that see my post are the people that I have been commenting on their feed, and they've been commenting on my feed, and Facebook thinks we're BFFs. That's all. So you can do a launch post, but probably nobody's going to see it. And so then where does that leave you? Like where does that leave you for the rest of the time? But still, social media posts, having a beginning of your story is really good. And so it's going to be more of like a watch me mentality, like here I go, and people will respond to that. Again, share your why. Why are you starting your journey? How often, and how you'll be using social media as your journal. So just let them know, like I'm doing this. I'm testing out this new program. Saying that kind of verbiage, I'm testing it out, sounds pretty exclusive. And I'm going to be using Facebook, Instagram as my journal. I love your encouragement along the way. If you ever want to join me, just let me know and reach out, and we can get on the same track together. Something like that. Not like just let me know and I will sign you up with a challenge pack. Just use different types of words that are normal to everything else. Another, offer a free group where, like a Facebook group, free group, where you'll say like, okay, so if you want to follow my journey and also like get tips that I'm learning along the way and different advice, you can ask questions, you can join this free group. It's just going to be basically for people that are also wanting to learn more about healthy, holistic lifestyle, considering, making their own commitment along the way. Everybody's welcome. And then next, again, invite people over to try some of the tools, using Portion Fix, a shake and share, like make Shakeology for them. Again, like this is what I'm doing. Hey, I'm really excited about it. Not like I'm really embarrassed about this. I'm excited about it. Come in, let me share. Oh, you know what? And I didn't make the last slide. So the last slide, sorry, imagine it's there. Let's see, go back. Imagine it's this lady over on the right. I thought she looked very expert-like, okay? So somebody that's launching their business as an expert, this is going to be good for people that maybe have a nutrition degree, or going to school for nutrition. Maybe they are a fitness instructor. Maybe they're going to school or went to school for something about exercise science, nutrition, diet, something about health, right? They feel very, very confident. You don't have to have any training. It could just be that you're very confident and you're like, heck yes, this is my calling. I'm going to be a health coach. This is my calling. Doors open, ready to go. When I became a photographer, I didn't wait to become the best photographer in the area and to have a degree in it. I just taught myself, and then I was like, here's my prices. They're in line with everybody that's the best in the area. I'm the expert. And I just said I was the expert, and I learned as I went. And so you don't have to have a bunch of certifications. I would consider myself an expert now. I didn't launch my business that way. I wasn't ready for that. But there are some of you that are watching this that are like, that's the only natural thing to do, because you already have built out this confidence and this focus. This has been in your radar, the game plan, leading, a professional, health professional. And so you need to talk about it differently. So instead of it being like, watch me, here's my journey, or I need a buddy to work out with, it's going to be, here's a new service that I'm offering. And I found this approach to also be very, very effective. But if you're kind of in that buddy stage, you're just starting, it's probably not going to be really effective to act like you're an expert. You can definitely work your way up to that level of confidence, brand professionality, and earning that trust, but it's going to take a while. You need to be okay with that. An expert might have a better profile picture, like get one that looks a little, more professional. They're going to be sharing more value, tips, advice, that kind of thing to launch their business. They may send out a lot of direct emails to people saying like, this is what I'm offering. They may have a get together, kind of like a health fair, to tell what they offer, an informational meeting. They may make a video to share, like, and all of these ideas can cross all these platforms to let people know what they're now offering. They could have like an event or a sneak peek into what the scope of their practice coaching is going to be. Like they could write blog articles on it. And generally social media, just say like, this is how I'm expanding what I offer in business. In the past, it's only been higher priced, like nutrition packages where you don't get tools, or it's only been through like, you have to be part of one of my classes. Now I'm able to help people also coach them online, and I'll hook you up with the actual tools that I'll use in the coaching. And then of course you could do things in person, have meetups, and that kind of thing, offer some type of like more of like a studio launch, where you offer healthy snacks and have like a party, that kind of thing. If that's where you are. And I really think at any level, like at any time, you can kind of come out and have a relaunch. Now, so here's an idea that I want everybody to consider at any level that you're at that could be very, very effective in reaching your warm market, which is just people that you already know, and that more importantly already know you. They know of your name. There's some level of trust there. Okay. The more trust, the warmer they are. A cold market, someone in a cold market would be like somebody you don't know at all, that you have to get on their radar. You have to get to know them. You have to build trust with them, and then they become your warm market. So, anyway, here's an idea, is a lot of different network marketing companies. I have seen that and this is something I haven't done yet. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, I will have done a lot of these, but their first goals are to get to like, have like 3 or 4 launch parties in the first month, and each to create 300 to 400 PV. And as coaches, we've kind of like gotten this pattern of just flinging up a social media post and thinking that's a launch. I think we can do better than that. That's what I did, but I think we can do better than that and really start out with a bang more. And so what I would propose is that perhaps there was just like you might have been into a sneak peek into coaching to learn about coaching. Maybe you weren't, but it's basically a Facebook group where we have different videos and posts for people to come in and learn about what we do. You've probably been added to a million groups for different MLMs and that kind of thing. And you might be thinking, no, I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm proposing. What I'm proposing is not that you just run a million groups. It's that I host, or your upline host a launch party for you. We put it in a Facebook group, and you privately invite. We can create an event, and you can go invite like that. People aren't going to see. You privately invite the top people in your network, and you take maybe like a week to make sure you've really invited, like, this is your launch party. You've really done a good job of planning it, inviting people, starting to talk about it on social media, inviting people to it, piquing their curiosity with maybe before and after pictures. Just like we can talk about some of the things that you can do that to pique their curiosity. But you invite them, invite them and say, hey Sarah, how are you doing? I wanted to just share that I am launching a health coaching business, you can say like whatever level, like maybe I've been a fitness instructor for a while and this is a way of branching out. Or maybe you're the buddy and you say like, this is something that I'm doing because it keeps me accountable. And I know there's a lot of people out there that need accountability and basically like a workout buddy, like a fitness community, a healthy community to just keep them like surround them, and to, not everybody has the support. And so that's going to be, who I'm really trying to help right now is people that need that. And I don't know if you have that need right now, but I do know that I really love you. I really respect you. I think the world of you, and I would love to have your support. I'm going to be holding a Facebook launch party group next week on this date. There's nothing expected of you, but it would mean the world to me if you would stop by, if you would join the group and stop by on Thursday night and just look around, maybe give me a little bit of love on, my coach mentor is going to be, just introducing me to everybody, and just give a little bit of love. And then while you're at it, if you want to look around, we'll be sharing like some of what I'm going to be offering. That would be awesome too. Would that be cool with you? Would you be willing to be my person or whatever? Make it more shorter than that, but basically invite people to support you in that way. And you're going to have to remind them like, hey, don't forget it's on Thursday. Hey, don't forget it's tonight. We're about to start. Get them in there. They're going to get notifications that way. And then it would be something where your upline sponsor would say like, I just want to welcome everybody. We have, Rachel here. She is launching her business as a health coach. We are like so proud of her. So thankful she's been, just talk them up and say, this is how it's going to work. Basically, we're just going to be posting several different videos in here to talk about, so you can get to know what Rachel is going to now be offering as a coach, the different, there's going to be different tools and products, also different services that she's going to be, offering. There's also now, like one of the things she's going to receive training in is how to also train other coaches. And so if you've thought of starting your own health and fitness business and you'd like to partner with her and like team with her, that's also a possibility. And we'll be doing a post on that no matter what. Please come in and right now in the comments, just congratulate Rachel on her business launch and share, one thing about yourself, or if you know Rachel well, like one thing that you really appreciate about her, just something like that, like get the good feelings going, or do a GIF or something, and then just post some different videos and things about so it's it is like one of those parties, but it's more of like a launch to support this person and kind of say like, let's look if there are solutions that you are already using. Like, are you already using, and we can start with simple things like and just say like, this is a way that you can support her in this business is if you look around and you see needs that you have in your life, or you see products that you're already using, if you would be willing to try them out through her, that would be awesome. Now we can make this look, if you're like, oh, I don't like how you're wording it, we can make it look however you want it. It's your thing. It doesn't have to be myself or your upline sponsor hosting it. You can host it yourself, whatever. This is just an idea. And the reason I feel this is a good idea is because most of the time coaches start and they're frozen and too scared to start. They don't know where to start. They don't know what they're inviting to. And so they wait forever to really invite people to learn about what they're doing. And they'll wait a year or two to basically invite the same amount of people that they could invite to a launch event like this in a week or two. And even if that launch event is a flop and nobody comes, you will have all those videos in there, and some people won't even look at it, right? You can follow up and you can say, hey, I didn't see you in there. I know it's really busy. Here's the link to it again. Do you think you'd have time just to check things out? or just start to get to know them. And basically we can take the launch parts out, welcome videos out. You could put your own welcome graphic or whatever. And then now you have a tool for in the future, if you want to replace the videos that I did or your upline sponsor did, or maybe you do them off the bat if you feel confident enough, you could replace them over time with your own. And then now when you have prospects that are interested in what you do, or a challenge group or something like that, you can just say, hey, I'm going to just add you to this group. I have a whole post in a video about what challenge groups are, or Shakeology is, and I'm going to tag you in it. Is that okay? Now you have them in this group, and so they can explore, and it's like a library. And so it's going to really serve you long term. So that's just one idea that I feel would be great for launch, because you would be really duplicating your efforts. It's something that you can easily do for your coaches when they become coaches. It's easier than doing an in-person get-together, even though you could do an online launch and an in-person launch. And if these are all scaring you, that's okay. You really don't have to do any of it. I launched with a social media post, and I definitely don't think it was the most effective. I think if I would have done an online launch like this, it would have been far more effective. However, I know there's all different types of personalities listening. Some of you are very excited by this idea. Some of you are very scared. And here's the thing, one of the things about this journey is all about personal development and growth. And it's okay. That's okay. I want you to know that our team has total compassion. We all struggle with our own lack of confidence. And that's one of the beautiful things about this journey, is that you're not going to be complacent anymore. You're not going to be stuck anymore. You're going to be growing, and you have us to all link arms with you and be there for you. So action step, think about it. And then I would say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, contact your upline sponsor and tell them what your gut feeling is about how you want to launch your business, and then get their feedback as you develop that plan.